That's good. Okay, we're live. We're live. Okay, good deal. Okay, nobody's on here yet, but we are live. So hopefully you guys are going to start ticking in any minute. We had a lot of people saying they are going to come. So there actually were like 50 people.
Wow.
That said they're definitely coming, and 237 that said they're interested. So here they start coming. Good deal. Hi guys. Happy Tuesday. You're starting to pop on now, so good deal. It feels so weird doing this in the evening time. Yeah, they're popping on. We got like 13 now, so we normally do this in the afternoon, so I feel so strange doing this in the evening, but I'm hoping that this means more of you all can tune in. Let's just please don't let me break anything. I've got knock my thing off here. I know a lot of people they work and can't tune in when we normally do it at 1 p.m. So I'm excited. We had a lot of people registering for this event and saying that they were interested. So yay. Hey guys. Oh, you are not going to believe this. I can see them already on my phone. Guys.
We're going around it.
I guess so. All right, this is the first. Hi, that was Mary. I can see you for the first time when we very first got from Tulsa. Okay, there's Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Usually it takes 15 minutes or 20 minutes before I can see you guys signing on. I can always see your little, your little icon face things, but never see your comments. But I can see you. Hey, everybody. There's Diane Town. Hi. All right, they're starting to come in, even from Florida. Good deal. Awesome. I'm so happy this thing is working. We even set up a backup with my laptop so that I could read your comments because my phone, I'm filming this with my phone, and normally that's what won't let me see the comments, but I see you tonight. This is awesome. Good deal. All right, guys, we got a good many on here already, 30-something. Hi, Brenda. And this evening, we are going to be giving away 4 prizes, which I'm really excited about. I got happy today when I was trying to figure out things we were going to give away. And since we didn't do a live last week, I decided that we would give away more prizes. There's Donna from Florida. Hey, Donna. And so got lots of things to give away, and I'm doing something a little bit different with the giveaways. We will choose some folks that are on here live this evening, but earlier today I decided I was going to go through the list on the Facebook group, on the Facebook page. Hey, there's is it Lilia from Arizona? But go through and see who has commented on things. And you guys know that word we can't say, the S word on here that we can't say. Hold on. My sister made this for us. It's backwards. But we can't, for whatever reason, not supposed to say this word on a Facebook Live. It makes them not to show people stuff. So we say sprinkle in water. So I went on the page to see who has been sprinkling and watering, and I put y'all's names in here so I could start drawing some out for people who are whether it's commenting or anything. But if you've commented or sprinkled or watered something in the last few days, it's a good chance your name is in here. So we're going to be drawing. I think we'll draw 2 out of here tonight. We'll draw 2 names out of here for prizes, and then we'll just choose randomly on here. Some of you guys who are on here randomly. So, oh wow, we got somebody from the UK. Let me see. Let's see what your name is. I can't see what that. Is it Karina? Can you see who that is? I don't know. But hi from the UK. So the things we're going to be giving away tonight are. One is going to be the mugs.
Karina, yeah.
Karina. Is that Karina?
Uh-huh.
Karina. Hi, Karina. All right, I got to tell you something about the mugs we've been giving away that really stinks. We were on vacation last week, and 2 people that I mailed mugs out to, that one actually purchased one, and the other one won it the last time we did a live, and they broke. I know I mentioned I was a little concerned because they're fragile. They broke by the time they got to them. The crazy thing is I've shipped these all over the place, California, everywhere. And I'm in North Carolina, and the two places that are closest to me, Tennessee and where was the other one that went? It might have been North Carolina. There's broke in shipping. So I was really, really sad. I did get new mugs out to them. And in the meantime, I decided to up the ante and start shipping these out to you guys in a bigger box. And how obvious is that? I'm starting to put fragile stickers, 2 of them on each box. And I'm putting a lot more of the bubble wrap. So hopefully they're going to get to you safe. We're going to give one of these away. Let's just do that right now. Let's see who we got on here. Oh, Leslie. Hello, Leslie from Florida. Leslie, I got your message a little bit ago. And I won't share. If you want to share, you can share. But Leslie's had a bit of a health issue just recently, a little scare. And so I am praying for you, girl. I want you to know that. If you want to share that, then you can. If not, I'm not going to share it. That's your thing. But you just know you're being covered up. So I just wanted you to know that. And so, okay, so let's give away a mug. I'll give away one in just a minute. We'll just kind of see what's going on. Oh, and anything that we give away that has to be shipped, it needs to be in the U.S. It can't be in Hawaii either. It can't be overseas anywhere because shipping is ridiculous. Shipping on these things is more than the mugs themselves, so it's just crazy. Oh, Bonnie Darby, aren't you the sweetest little thing, sending angels to you, Leslie? Okay, Bonnie, you're going to get the mug. Hey, why don't you, are you in the U.S., Bonnie? If you are in the U.S., then private message me your shipping address, and I will mail one of these out to you in the new boxes so it won't break on the way. And we'll get a mug out to you. The other things we're going to be giving away are a China study it's not a cookbook, but a China study book. We're going to give one of those away. And, we're going to give away these lifetime warranty tongs. I mean, I'm not kidding. They are, see, lifetime warranty on here. We're going to give these away to one lucky winner. And what else were we going to? Oh, something special. I've been really surprised, guys, at how many men are on here. I don't know why I'm surprised, because there are a number of men bloggers, plant-based bloggers, and all the physicians and scientists and all that kind of stuff there with their cookbooks and all that. So I don't know why I'm surprised. But we have a lot more men tuning in than I thought before. So I've got a men's shirt. It is a extra large, and it has the Eat Plant-Based logo embroidered on it. That's not even a sticky thing. That's actually embroidered. So I'm going to choose a man for this one sometime in the evening. And so we're going to get started on we're only making one recipe tonight. Hey, Nicole from Maryland. We are going to make Cashew Queso. It is a recipe from Tim and Heather Kaufman. A lot of you know Tim and Heather and Fat Man Rants. If you don't, you should, because I actually printed this out today. This is Tim Kaufman. This is when he weighed 400 pounds, guys. And this is him today. And I had lunch with him and Heather a couple of weeks ago. They are in Buffalo, New York, but they came to North Carolina. And we actually got together for lunch. It was a pleasure meeting them. And there's Lisa Arnold. I know you, Lisa. She's been following for a long time. But yeah, and so it was a pleasure meeting them. And they shipped me something. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. But my goal for tonight is to keep this shorter than normal. I like to get squirrel and distracted, so I'm going to try to stay on pace right now. We're going to go ahead and make the cashew queso, and then, Mary loves Tim and Heather. They are amazing. Their health recoveries are amazing, and you guys may not know this, but they have a weight loss program, and they have a restaurant in Buffalo called Flourish, and they sent me a package before I left on vacation last week of some of their soups. they're just supposed to be, you add water and cook them, and you've got dinner ready. So I can't wait to try those. We may partner up on some of that stuff because they are good at what they do, and I can't wait to taste their soups because I know that they're amazing chefs. So, all right, so let's make some cashew queso and get busy with this, and then we'll talk some more. All right, so you're going to need a blender. I don't know, is anybody making this with me tonight, or are you just watching? Do you mind putting up my sister's here again. Agenda Michelle is here helping me with the, you want them to see you? Okay, I'll show you. Okay. She's going to come. She's helping me because she's so good on the computer and she's so technical. See, there we are. And she's great with all this stuff. So, and she's also sharing lots of recipes on the website, especially the Asian recipes, because she lived in Japan and she has Asian children. They're biological. They're half American and half Japanese. And she has a new grandbaby. Harper May was born on Saturday morning. So Aya, her daughter, had their 4th child. So we are celebrating with the new baby. All right, so if you don't care, she's going to put up the recipe for the cashew queso. It comes from Tim and Heather Kaufman, and I found out about this last year and made it for the first time, and it is stinking amazing and easy, guys. So easy. If you love my cheese sauce, which I hope that you do because it's really, really good. If I say so myself. I have like 5 cheese sauces, but the main one, the one that's been around the longest, is more like a cheddar cheese. If you don't, you need to go on the website and type it in the search bar for cheese. The only thing with it is it's made with potatoes and onions and carrots and all that, and it's delicious. But Tim's, the one that we're making tonight, you can make in about 5 to 10 minutes. Crazy, crazy easy. So we're going to start with cashews. You're going to need a cup of cashews. This is 2 cups because when I do these things, I make a double batch because it freezes well. So if you think you're going to use this, and let me just tell you, it's delicious, so you're going to use this. So, if there's more than just you eating it, like there's me and my husband, and you want to have it for many meals, then go ahead and make a double batch. It also makes it blend easier in the blender because there's more contents, and so it can get that vortex in the blender going. So I'm using raw cashew pieces. You can use whole cashews if you want to, but I'm using the pieces. They are raw, they're not salted, they're not anything. But if you're making one batch, you're going to need 1 cup, and we're using 2. I think Tim told me when I made this the first time that they never soak their cashews. I don't, because I have the Vitamix, and so I don't soak my cashews. Some people have told me, even though they had a Vitamix, they soak their cashews because it helps to release some of the nutrients, but I think there's plenty of nutrients in here, and we're going to be adding water and everything to this, so I don't soak. It just speeds things up. But if you have a lower powered blender and you want to soak your cashews, then maybe soak them in warm water for about a half an hour. But these have not been soaked. The other thing we're going to add is nutritional yeast. I think it's a half a cup. Yeah, a half a cup of nutritional yeast. So, guys, if you're new at this is not baking yeast. Don't go get some baking yeast out of your cabinet and put it in here because that's going to be awful. I will just tell you. This yeast is inactive yeast. It has a cheesy, nutty flavor to it. And the recipe, Diane is asking for the recipe. You can find it. She just posted it on there, and I'm going to tell you the ingredients as we go too. But it's on the website, Cashew Queso, and you should be it should be popping up right now. So a cup of cashews, a half a cup of nutritional yeast. If you don't use nutritional yeast, it's delicious. You don't bake with it. You sprinkle it over pizza, baked potatoes, really anything, and it's in a lot of sauces, plant-based sauces. So I highly recommend getting familiar with nutritional yeast. Most grocery stores have it in like baking section a lot of times. But it should be pretty easy to find. Used to, it was a difficult item to find, but now you can find them in most grocery stores. Oh, yeah, and my sister is putting the link to the nutritional yeast up. That's perfect. All right, so we've got our nuts in here. We've got our nutritional yeast. We're going to add some onion powder. It says a tablespoon, and keep in mind, I'm doing it for 2 batches, so it's going to look like a lot. That's going to be about maybe even a little bit more, 2 tablespoons. Did you guys see the meme that I put up? I put it up earlier today, and it's got like 400 or 500 people laughing about it. It says, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, but one of them is not adding more garlic to a recipe than it called for, because I love garlic. Now, this isn't garlic salt. This is onion salt, not salt, but powder. But I tend to go heavy on it, just like my garlic, just because it adds so much flavor. So that's probably a little bit more than Tim asked.
2 cups of cashews and a half a cup of nutritional yeast. Is that right?
Well, if you're making 1 batch, it's going to be 1 cup of cashews. I'm doubling it. So for 1 batch, it's 1 cup of cashews, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of salsa, a half a cup of nutritional yeast, and a tablespoon of onion powder. So I'm just doubling it, so you don't have to double it, but that's what I'm doing, and you'll see how much this makes with when I double it. Okay, so I've got my onion powder, my nutritional yeast, my cashews. And so this is it would be a cup of water for 1 batch. Woohoo! You guys see me pouring it all over my counter? Well, it may be a water shortage. All right. So then I'll tell you one mistake that I made the first 3 times that I made this, but it didn't really make any difference. I got the recipe and the ingredients, and I knew you made it in the blender, so I threw everything in the blender, including the salsa. And so I just blended it all up, and it's delicious, and I didn't know for the longest time that I was doing it wrong. But Tim's recipe actually says to leave the salsa out while you are blending everything else up, and then pour it into a bowl, and you're going to just incorporate the salsa. And that makes sense, because most salsa, and I do have a salsa recipe, I didn't send you that link, but there is a salsa recipe on the website, and you can just go to the search bar and do that, or you can buy a salsa. Guys, salsa is plant-based. It is vegan, so the only things that are going to be in salsa, if you buy it from the store, should be tomatoes, probably lime juice, maybe some onion and garlic, and peppers. That's really all that it's going to be. So you're pretty safe. You may want to watch the sodium content on some of it, but if you want to buy salsa, by all means, do that. But yeah, that's going to be the last thing, and it's chunky. And so if you don't throw it into the blender, it's probably better, because you're still going to get the chunkiness of the salsa. Whereas if I put it in like I was doing right off the bat, then everything becomes a puree. I'm going to turn this on for a minute. Hold your ears. I am not going to let it run as long as it needs to. I'm just going to let it run for a minute, less than a minute, to get a good texture so that you can see. I will have to process it some more later. So actually, you know what? Let's just do this, and then I'll go explain what I'm going to do. Okay. Know that it needs to go longer than that, but I'm going to make a liar out of myself, because I am going to have to mix this up so you can see what it looks like. But already in my Vitamix, do you see how creamy that is already? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix it. It'll get thicker, a little bit thicker, the longer you let it run. But just so that you can see what it's going to look like with the salsa in it, I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. And then once this live is over, I'm going to put it back in the blender again. I've done it, like I said, by accident many times, and it still tastes delicious. So, 10 says, take it, pour it in here, into a bowl, and then, just got to remember not to wash my blender till I do that. Go ahead and pour the salsa. I like chunky salsa. Go ahead and pour that salsa, a cup of salsa, into it. I want to make sure you guys can see this. All right, so you can see. And so then we're just going to fold it in and incorporate it. And it is delicious. So let's talk about some of the things you might do with this. Anything that you would normally do with queso would be a good idea. And obviously this is vegan, this is gluten-free, this is everything. One question that I have already gotten, it's so pretty too, isn't it? You can see the swirls of the red. Some people say they're avoiding cashews. And so what could they use in place of the cashews? And I would say sunflower seeds might be a good option, or even almonds. If you use almonds, you're going to need to blend it for longer. Cashews are a softer nut. So if you use almonds, they're more dense. You're going to need to, you might want to soak the almonds if you're going to use those. But those might be options if you are, I'm trying to see what this person's saying. I don't know why I keep putting those on. Those are for close up. Making you hungry. Good. That's what we're here for. So some of the things you could do, if you wanted to use it as a dip, I would suggest making some homemade tortilla chips. Does it say just oatmeal? Oh, just oatmeal is a great nut-free option, Valerie said. Thank you, Valerie. I know you too, girl. That's a good idea. I hadn't really thought about oats, but that would thicken it up for sure. So that might be another option for those who are completely nut-free. Good idea. Thank you for suggesting that. What about white beans as a cashew substitute? I do that with my other cheese sauces, so I imagine it would work well in this one too. And some people may be avoiding cashews for the fat content. So I'm not going to kid you, it tastes better with cashews. It just does. It's creamier. It's got a flavor that just beans can't do. But what you could do is what I've done many, many times. What if you, instead of using the cup of cashews, what if you used a half a cup of cashews and a half a cup of white beans? You're going to reduce the fat content dramatically, but still get a little bit of that cashew texture and creaminess and flavor. So I think that is a terrific option as well, you know, and you could even mix and match. I say get very creative. Valerie mentioned the oats. You could do, you know, maybe a mixture of cashews and oats. I don't know. I haven't tried those, but I think that it is a very easy to play with recipe, and I highly suggest it. And for the chips, what you can do is get those corn tortillas. The flour ones, guys, are usually going to have oil in them. But if you get the corn tortillas, they usually just have, they have no oil. It's just corn and water and salt for the most part. You can get those and then use a pizza slicer or a knife and cut them into 4 or 8 pieces for chips. And then what I like to do is spritz them with either water or lime juice. I'm a fan of lime juice. Let me show you something. I've shown you guys before, but if you use lime juice a lot, which we do, and you buy it in the bottle, just get a little nozzle from Walmart or somewhere. That's where this one came from. And I just keep it in the refrigerator like this because I spritz salads, I spritz baked potatoes, I spritz my corn on the cob, all kinds of stuff. So I would take this and spritz those corn tortillas and then sprinkle them with a little bit of with a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder, and then toast them in the oven, bake them in the oven for just a few minutes, and then it's nice and crispy, and then you could use those to dip into this. This queso is also, we just came back from vacation, and so we went to this cabin, and when we do this, we went to the lake this time, and so what we did, oh my gosh, who says that? Beth. What an awesome trick. Yeah, no joke. I mean, it's just so easy for the chips, because you can't, used to you could actually buy some oil-free baked chips. I'm thinking, were they Trader Joe's? But this, I'm talking years ago. And then, doggone, they went and switched up the recipe. And so when I was teaching classes at the hospital, we would go into Trader Joe's and buy those things by the case. And then they quit. That was maybe 2016. They quit making them. And so we had to just start making our own. So that's a good option. But we went to the lake and we pack all of our food. When we go on vacation to these cabins, we're getting ready to go to a cabin in Tennessee next month. We do that annually and I love it. But we go to stay. I mean, we're not going to go out. We make all of our food there. And so when we went this last week, I took some of this cashew queso. I took my taco mixture. It's on the website. That one, if you don't care, throw that one up there too. It's a taco. I think I sent you the link. Okay. And nacho, because it's the same mixture. So I went ahead and took all that with us, and I took some of this cashew queso. And so we had nachos one night, and then we just drizzled this queso over the top of them. Another great option is to drizzle it over baked potatoes. You could drizzle it over broccoli. Steamed broccoli is what I'm talking about. Steamed broccoli or anything like that. Any steamed vegetable, it would be delicious on. But wherever you would normally use, see, this is Ryan. I don't know if I make the whole live. Okay. You're going to make
this.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, good deal. But yeah, and like I said, this stuff freezes. So, make a double batch, freeze it, and then when you do want tacos or nachos or just to put a baked potato, you're skipping this step altogether. No cleanup for this part of it, and you can have something to just really take your dinner over the top very, very quickly. Because I will say this, anytime, like with my cheese sauce or with this queso, if you freeze it, once you defrost it, you will need to spin it for just a minute. I've actually gotten by without that before when we were on vacation and I didn't have my blender with me. But preferably, after it defrosts, you may want to spin it up, or you may get really, really fast with a whisk to get the creaminess to go, back to its original state. But it tastes exactly the same. It is absolutely delicious. What else would you guys put on? I'm just curious. We've mentioned baked potatoes. We've mentioned roasted or steamed vegetables, tacos, nachos, and then just doing them with tortilla chips. Can you think of anything else you might use it with? What does it say? Getting flashed
Yeah,
around?
we're having a bad connection tonight for some reason. It's glitching a lot.
Am I freezing up?
Yeah, we're getting an intermittent kind of green screen.
Does it last for very long?
Just for a couple seconds, but it's pretty frequent.
I didn't know we were getting the green screen, guys. Okay, Robin says great on broccoli. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Oh, enchiladas. Now you're speaking my language. Oh, sweet potatoes sliced. That's a great idea, Elizabeth. I didn't think about sweet potatoes, but that would be delicious. Okay, let's give away a shirt. Do you see men on there?
Ryan.
Was Ryan
wearing this thing? Yeah.
Ryan?
He's hungry.
Ryan, can you wear an extra large? Do you want the shirt? If you're on here, my sister says you are. The commenting everywhere. If you want this shirt, Ryan, you want it? Is blue your color? I think the logo's your color, yes. Ryan, if you want this and you're in the States, then let us know and we will get it to you. If not, let's have another man chime in here. Oh, yes, please. Okay, I see you. All right, Ryan, you PN me your address. And I love this shirt. I really do. I love that it's embroidered. So I will send it to you and you can represent. So yay. Awesome. Good deal. I want to show you something that somebody made for me this week. Okay, what was it?
When you get Mary Lou, said, would you do a camping meal suggestions live one day?
Oh, Mary Lou, that's a good idea. I will. I haven't camped in a very, very long time, but I can think of things. the cabins.
Yeah.
The cabin is just like a step. I told my sister, the cabin that we went to, guys, this week, was not fancy. Not fancy. But I loved it. I loved the location. It had this big front porch and rocking chairs and all this kind of stuff, but it was old. The kitchen was itty bitty. So I sent her a message on, do y'all use Voxer? I sent her a Vox and said, I love it, but it's just a step above camping. So yes, I think that is a good idea. Will you make a note? And then
I got it. I wrote it down.
Jen Michelle already made a note, and we will work on that. And while we're talking about that, what were you going to say?
Holly wants to know, what did you do in the hospital? And she wants to add backpacking meals to it. So I'm going to make a note for that.
You are going to make me work. Okay, that's good. That's good. At the hospital, I am a Food for Life instructor for the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, and I started teaching their programs back in, I got licensed through them in 2015. And so when you're a Food for Life instructor with the Physicians Committee, you can teach anywhere you want to. I zeroed in on medical facilities because those of you who know me and know my story know that I came to plant-based nutrition for health reasons. I had a lot of health problems, was going through a lot of doctor's visits and specialists and not having any luck. And then I watched Forks Over Knives. That was the game changer. If you have not watched that, it's an older documentary. I think it came out in 2011, but highly recommend it. Changed my life, changed my career. And so when I started teaching, I wanted to go into the medical facilities to teach, because that's the reason my doctors told me after I was able to resolve my medical problems with my diet. And I asked them, and I went back to tell them, and they said, oh, yeah. They said 3 doctors in their practice are vegetarians. And I was like, what? Nobody, all those doctor's visits, nobody ever said anything to me about diet. And they said it was because back then they didn't have resources. Even if they wanted to recommend a plant-based diet, they didn't have resources for patients. So I wanted to become that resource. So I was very blessed. The first medical facility that I contacted was a large cancer facility in South Carolina. I live in North Carolina, but I'm right on the state line. And Gibbs Cancer Center is in South Carolina, and I reached out to them even before I went to training in Washington, D.C. with the Physicians Committee, and said, I'm about to be trained. I want to come teach at the Cancer Center. And I cannot tell you, other than divine intervention, the person that I reached out to was the right person, and she said, go do your training and come back and talk to us. Now, I had to jump through a lot of hoops. We had to turn in all of the curriculum from the Physicians Committee for the cancer stuff. It had to be approved through all the oncology departments. But I taught there from 2015 until during COVID, we were in the middle of a 4-week series, and we had to stop. And then we finished that one online. So, and they are still wanting me to come back and teach. Just the website has gotten so busy, so I haven't gone back to teach there. Also taught at their heart. They have a heart wellness center, and was very blessed to be able to get in there and teach regularly too. So I went in and taught Food for Life, which is taking all of this equipment and food in, feeding patients. I bet you some of these, I know Wanda, are you on here? Wanda and Lavon were participants in some of my classes at the Heart Wellness Center, and she's been in touch with me recently. And she said she was going to be on here tonight. So they were in the classes that I taught. And so I just took in food and fed 30 to 35 people most of the time at a time and taught about plant-based nutrition. It was the Physicians Committee's curriculum. We had textbooks, we had lectures from Dr. Neil Barnard, and then we did the food, and it was just awesome. Is that Franny? Yes, food for healing. That's exactly right. And I loved teaching at the hospital. Such an honor that they, were open to it and letting me come in and do that. So yes, absolutely love it. See, there I am. I get to talking again. Y'all get me talking. Okay. This is just like in classes.
It's in a giving mood, and he has decided that he will let you give your get the shirt to somebody else. So
Oh,
it's back
really?
up for grabs.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ryan says he wants to donate the shirt that he just won. It's a man's extra large to somebody. So if we have a guy on here, I mean, if we don't, then we can give it to somebody else. But if we have any dudes on here that want an extra large collared, would you call it a polo shirt? Polo shirt?
Golf shirt?
Golf shirt? Oh yeah, I like that better. Golf shirt. Then you let me know and we will get this to you. So some you guys yell out. Let us know that you're here. And then Kathy Holland made these and sent them to me. She's from the Outer Banks of North Carolina. They are...
Donald wants the shirt.
Donald. Okay, Donald, where do you live? Don't give me your address, but are you in the States? Donald Jensen?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Donald, it is yours. You just tell me. As long as you don't live in Hawaii or Canada or somewhere, we got you covered. Just PM me your address. Okay, so Kathy made these, and they are awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Aren't they just so cool? They are oversized hot plate things, and we do so many family get-togethers here, and everybody brings their casserole dishes and everything. So I kid you not, since we moved into this house, it was a year ago yesterday, we've had 7 family get-togethers here. And we have this big U-shaped island, and it is lined with food. So Kathy, thank you for these. Can you guys see how cool that is? She was so sweet and sent that. And so I just wanted to show you. That was, yeah, I thought that they were beautiful too. She handmade them. I just love that. Okay, one other thing. We are having the t-shirts. I haven't been lying. I actually stopped by. You're welcome, Donald. He said thank you. You just PM me your address, okay? So I've been talking about t-shirts for forever, and we went on vacation. I just haven't heard anything from the folks that we're going to be making them for us. So I did a surprise drop in on them today. I said, hi! And we got it going now. Went ahead and got them rolling, and they said 2.5 weeks. This will be the logo on the t-shirts when it comes. Can you see that? Let food be thy medicine and the Eat Plant-Based logo. They're going to be a sporty gray. And we're going to have all kinds of different sizes. So we will be giving those away very soon. And yes, I will put them up on the website so that you can buy them if you want to too. And you can buy these on the website. So did you put that link up? She's going to put the link up for the coffee cups. They're $9. But the shipping is about the same. I think it's $8.50. It's ridiculous. That's just the way it is. But yeah, these are $9. So if anybody wants one and you're not winning it, then you can buy it online. All right, so we gave away the shirt. We gave away the mug. Oh, we haven't given away. Oh, let's do this one real quick. Okay, so the deal with this, if you didn't tune in, it's how many minutes are we going? Okay, we're still doing good. We're going to wind this down because we're done with this. But I wanted people to water and sprinkle the website. And people have asked me, this was the word we can't say on here. Two people asked me recently what they could do that would help, Eat Plant-Based to grow. And especially because we're giving away prizes and we're doing all this stuff. And these boxes, guys, the first ones didn't work and I had to order more. Just the boxes were like $60. It's crazy. They said, what can we do to help? And you know what you guys could do to help? Every time that you go to the Eat Plant-Based website, that is how we keep things going financially. I know a few people, not many, but a few people have complained that when they go to the website, they see ads. I know it. I know you see ads. I don't love ads either, but guess who's paying the bills? The advertisers are paying the bills. They're keeping everything free. Nothing on our website, unless you go to the shop page, do you have to pay for. The recipes are free. The guides are free. Everything is free. So to keep things going, we have to have advertisers. And we do make it as easy as possible. For the recipes, you don't have to scroll and see the ads if you don't want to. There is a jump to button at the very top of the page. It will scroll you straight down to the recipe card. with the ingredients and the measurements and the instructions and all that kind of stuff. So we try to make it as easy as possible, but think about it like watching television. You have to watch the commercials because the companies that are buying the commercial space are the ones that are paying for everything. Same thing with the website. So as much as I wish we didn't have to have ads, we do. That's just how we can keep things going. It costs a couple of $1,000s a month to run a big website. That's what it's, and more right now when we've got bigger expenses like all the redesign of the website and everything, because that's just another big hit. So anyway, if you want to help, bookmark Eat Plant-Based on your phone or your desktop or your iPad or whatever, and go to our website, as often as you want, every day. That would be great. And then sprinkle and water it with your friends. Help it to grow so that we get more page views. Our advertisers like it, and they keep the money rolling in for prizes. So, all right. So we're gonna choose a winner. Actually, let's choose 2 winners. All right, so I'm going to shake it up. What I've done is I've gone through anybody who has shared. I'm not supposed to say that. Anybody who has sprinkled or watered or commented in the last couple of days. I went through and got a bunch of names, and we're just going to see. They may not be watching right now, but I can go back and see and private message them. So, okay, Ruth Marie Tinkham watered the oat flour recipe. Ruth Marie Tinkham. I don't know if you're on here or not. If you are, private message me. But you know what? What am I going to give you? Let's think about this. How about these? How about Ruth Tinkham? How about, would you like to have these tongs? These are the lifetime guaranteed tongs. And so if you will private message me your address, and if I don't hear from you, I will message you. But within 48 hours, we need to get in contact and get these, get your address so we can send these to you, okay? And I'm going to choose one more, but what am I going to send you? I'll send another mug. How about that? We'll just do another mug. Whoever's name I draw now is going to win a mug as long as you're in the States. Anybody who I draw or we choose for something and you're not in the States, I have something digital I can give you. Okay. Kathy Smith, S-M-I-T. Kathy Smith, she liked this event on Facebook at some point in the last little bit. So Kathy Smith, would you like to have a coffee mug? Are you in the States? If you are, private message me and we will get a coffee mug out to you. All right, let's see what else we got going on. This is so cool. Jody, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I love giving things away. I kid you not. I get charged. I get excited because I feel like I'm giving back to you guys. You guys are what make Eat Plant-Based what it is. You make it where I can do what I love to do, which is to share plant-based information, articles, recipes, and do it for a living. So I want to give back to you. And so this is fun for me, and I love doing it. So we will get these out in the mail this week, Thursday or Friday.
You're getting impatient about the China study.
Oh, I forgot about the China study. Thank you. Okay, so how do we do this one?
You're going to choose somebody off here because you're the one's prompting you here.
Okay, let's see. All right, the one that I am seeing is BT. Markham? Mm-hmm. Markham. BT. I think you want the China study, don't you? I see your comment. All right. Oh yes? Okay. BT, are you in the States? And I will send this out to you and get it in the mail to you. So you PM me your mailing address. I actually almost forgot about this. Thank you for the reminder. All right, so we've given away a lot of prizes. Oh my gosh, we gave away the tongs.
Oh, she says her daughter has one, so give it to someone else.
BT, thank you. Well, how sweet you are. Okay, it's up for grabs again, guys. That was very, very sweet. Okay, Norma, what's she saying? I'm a sudden cardiac survivor. Am I reading that right?
Due to electrical. I have been plant-based for 15 months. Wouldn't change a thing for the world. We love it.
Oh, and what was her name again?
Norma.
Norma, do you have the China study? Norma, if Norma has the China study, we'll choose somebody else. But Norma, if you don't have the China study, especially since you're a cardiac patient, we will get this out to you. We'll give her a minute to see if she gets this or if somebody else wants it. But, yay! Oh, hey, Tammy! Did you see Tammy go across there? That was Tammy Jackson from here in Green Creek.
Oh.
Hey, Tammy! Tammy's a neighbor. We've known her since we were kids. That's so awesome. Okay. Awesome. Okay, Norma, thank you. What did she say? Thank you so much. She does want it? Was that Norma?
Yes.
Okay, so Norma does want it. Norma does want it. Am I reading that right?
Yes, Norma. Thank you so much. She does have it.
Oh, you do have it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So,
okay, guys, it's going again.
I've got me, and I'd love
you
to
choose
have
one.
it.
You choose
Me?
one. Yes, you choose one. All right, sister's going to choose one. Jenna
Jody.
Michelle. Jody.
Killam.
Jody Killam. Okay, Jody Killam. My sister says you win the China study. How about that? All right, Jody, you send your PM. Don't send it on here, but private message me your address, and I will mail this out to you by Friday. I'm going to try to get all these out by Friday. We've given a stinking lot of stuff away today. I'm so excited. I love this. Holy cow. Oh, Jody said, holy cow. You're welcome. You are welcome. See, this is so much fun. Let me make sure that I have said everything, mentioned everything. The next live, I do want to mention this. The next live will be next Tuesday. I'm debating. I don't know. Well, okay, so normally we do these at 1 p.m. We do have more people signing in.
Ask them what they think.
What do y'all think? Normally we do these at 1 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. We had a good many people turn out, but we've got even more, I would say, tonight. I don't know, maybe about the same at this point, but close. Or tonight we did it at 7 p.m. because so many people were saying they wanted to do it in the evening. Y'all tell us. Y'all vote, and you can keep voting, and I'll keep reading them. Mm-hmm.
China study. Amy wants to know if there's a documentary for it, for the China study.
Okay, Amy, there is not a documentary for the China study, but it forks over knives. China study was written by Dr. T. Colin Campbell, who is, I had the pleasure of working with him for just a little while back in 2016. His family asked me to come be a part of the summit. And so he's the author of this, and he is on Forks Over Knives. He and Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn are both on that. And so if you watch Forks Over Knives, you are going to see a lot of the information from the China study. There's not a documentary just on the China study, but watch Forks Over Knives if you haven't. Okay, Ryan is saying the evening. You guys keep voting. A lot of evenings. So it looks like we might be doing this in the evening. Now, next week, okay, should we commit? Okay, are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we're committing. Next Tuesday, we're going to do it in the evening again. I'm not going to kid y'all. I'm not a nighttime person. But I'm going to do this for you because I want you guys to tune in and be a part of it. So I can do this. It's getting dark outside and it's my bedtime. No, I'm just kidding. But this is fun and I'm loving it. So let's do it. But instead of making something in the kitchen, I think what we're going to do, we'll talk about a lot of things. So if you're not interested in what I'm about to say, tune in anyway because the conversation goes all over. But I think the focus is going to be on meal planning. And, okay, so I have ideas about meal planning that I got from the Physicians Committee that I will share with you, but I want to know what your thoughts are, especially some of you who meal prep and do things like that. I want you to come next week with your thoughts and your suggestions for meal planning. So we'll discuss it, and I'll talk about what I know about it, but I'm betting some of you maybe have been doing this for a long time and have some great ideas. So let's talk meal planning next Tuesday, which is the 12th, and we'll do it at 7 p.m. And so let's just plan to do that. And you guys come with your game and just have lots of suggestions for people, because I don't batch cook. I mean, this is most batch cooking I do, which is make a double batch of something. But some of you are serious about it, so please come ready to just share, and give us all ideas, because I can learn from you too, for sure. All right, so I'll put an event link up probably tomorrow. It's not going to be tonight. Oh, that's one more thing. I will go through all these comments and things. If we didn't cover it tonight, if you ask a question and we didn't get to it, or if you put it up after this, because this will be a replay, you can replay it and you can sprinkle and water it with your friends. But I will go back and I will look at your questions and answer any of them that come up now or later. And I will put the event link tomorrow. Lord, help me do that. And so, yes. And then I think that was everything. How are we doing on time? Whoop, 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 whoop. We're under an hour. That was my intention. We got to end it quick. I think when people look at these replays and they see an hour, they go, heck no, I'm not watching all that. So I'm trying to keep it under an hour, y'all. But y'all show up next week. Everybody, please pray for Leslie. Leslie, we're lifting you up, girlfriend. And I have another person on here. I don't see her showing up, but she may just not be commenting. And I can only see the people who comment. Wanda's husband, Lavon, they were in my classes years ago, and he's having a medical issue. So if you are a prayer, let's lift these folks up. I'm a prayer warrior. I'm not going to kid you. So I will just know I will be covering you guys up. So. All right, Ryan, thank you for doing this. You are can't wait till next week. Oh, I love that. See, wonderful. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Thank you for sprinkling and watering. Thank you for going to the website, bookmarking it, and making sure we keep growing. I think this is really what it's all about. It's about community. It's about us growing. So you guys take care, and we love you, and thank you for everything. All right, we'll see you guys next week. And now I have to go push the button to make it go off. I got it. Okay. Finish.